All right, back again, another video. Talk raps with Adonde here. Uh, Before I begin with this one, I gotta, I don't know, man. I have to move, man. Like, I gotta move out of this area, out of this house. It's not working out for me. Too much noise. Trying to get peace and quiet, and people making up noise. And, anyways, forget about that. Now, what I really want to talk about is Nick Nurse. Yeah. Listen here, folks. Raptor Nation. It to me right now, it just feels like Nick Nurse. He's a good coach. Don't want to put him down. Great defensive coach. Offensive. I know. I mean, the offense sometimes it shows up when it's supposed to with the Raptors. But speaking of the game last night, Boston with the Raptors losing 104-88. Well, there was a point in the game where, sometimes I wonder if Nick Nurse uses his head in types of games that, like, well, what I'm trying to say is, so Scotty Barnes had 17 points, okay? He finished with 21. Third quarter, Raptors, trying to remember the score, but they were down by 12. I believe it was 80-68. And Barnes was playing all right. He was in kind of a foul trouble. I get it. I want to give the guy a rest, the bench. And the fourth quarter came. I mean, you're down by 12. You're right there in the game. It's not like a 22-point lead that you're behind, or 32. It's 12, right? Then, fourth quarter comes and the Boston started to pick things up. They started scoring more. The Raptors defense, once again, nowhere to be seen uh, during that first part of the fourth quarter. And as the time got, the time started getting down and more. And, myself and other, if you're watching this game, like, where was Scotty Barnes? Where was Barnes? Like, honestly, like, by the time I believe the Raptors were down by 14, 15, around, like, it was like 95, 82, so something like that. That's the time we saw Barnes coming in. And the whole thing with Nick Nurse, you know, I, I don't know, man. Like, my question is, Raptor Nation, should Nick Nurse go? Now, you realize I said the word go. I did not say nothing about being fired. I said go. All right. Because some of the moves what Nick Nurse does to me sometimes, it's like a brain scratcher. Remember the whole thing about, why Malachi Flynn's are playing in his press conference. He's saying, oh, you should be asking him about why Banton's not getting enough minutes, and some I don't know something along the lines of like something about that. Now all of a sudden, now he's playing Malachi Flynn more, right? Because we have not seen uh Goran Dragic play much minutes. Not even minutes. Not even talk about minutes. We haven't seen Goran Dragic play much in the games. Okay, since the second game, that was it. If you watch the games, you can see Goran Dragic on the bench. Looking like to me, he's like he's saying that yeah, it's either you trade me or this get rid of or something, right? And maybe that's why Goran has not played. I don't know what's going on with Nick Nurse and this rotations of playing these 8 9 guys, your starters and playing four guys off the bench, right? You play Flynn off the bench, Banton off the bench, Mahai Luke off the bench, Boucher off the bench, and Chris, not Chris, Kem Birch, which another thing, like even last night against Boston, man, like it hurt the Raptors, man, when you don't have a center. And Birch missing the second game with an injury, I believe. I don't know what kind of injury he sustained, and it hurts, right? It pains to see the Raptors out there, very small, no center, nothing. I don't know, man, but yeah, back to Nurse. To me, right now, I like I'm just losing words right now to say about this guy. Like I want to stay positive about with Nick Nurse, but it to me like some of the moves, especially against Boston last night, were maybe if Barnes came in probably like the ninth, 8th minute mark, where the game was almost close. You could have, you know, made this more reasonable. This game could should have been a lot close because the way I mean, Scotty Barnes, 21 points tonight, man. Like he had 17 before coming in the fourth quarter, and then after that, Nurse brings him in like around the 4 minute mark. By that time, the game was over, right? I don't know, like what do you think about Nick Nurse and like some of the moves that he missed? Like I've seen this also during the bubble, you know, when the Raptors were in Florida. Like the rotation, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like why? What's the sense of you having these guys on the bench and you don't use them? Now as a coach, I thought like okay, let's get in some of these guys, see what they can bring on the court. If they play poorly, then yeah, then you bench them, bring back your starters and so forth, right? And I don't know, man. Like it seems like after the championship when like Nick Nurse to me, man, I don't know, man. I'm trying to stay positive here, but like if I say something negative and then people are gonna look back, oh, don't blame Nurse. Well, I'm not blaming Nurse, but in a sense, it does feel like if he's not gonna give anybody a chance to play, like might as well you just find someone else, right? So let me know your thoughts about this one. It's a little hot topic I wanted to speak about, and hopefully, things would turn around where we can see better rotations on the court. And another thing is, unless we're gonna have to wait until trade deadline, this small ball lineup with the Raptors using Siakam at the five, we're just gonna have to live with it, Raptor fans, and watch until the Raptors get that center. They need a five, man. That's all I'm saying. And Nurse, I don't know. All right, take care. Thanks for watching. Talk Raps with Adonde. I'll see you another time after tomorrow night's game against Philadelphia.